Alright. Now, what did I miss? Refilling a pizza plate? That is a good idea. You don't get to hang out here streaming for often due to the time zone? You're in Europe. Yeah, Europe's not the best time zone, is it? Suggest once more beacons and modules to say beacons and modules? I mean, I do have beacons and modules. It's easy. The problem is I don't have enough outposts to support what I want. I need to transition to the train system and get off these patches because these patches are kind of limiting. I mean, there's a decent supply in them. There's 37 million there, and I think there's 100 billion there still. But these are starting to deplete, so I need to change it. I need to get it changed over to trains. And that's generally how So this is like the first transition from, or the first thing you do transitioning from this stage to Megabase is you need more outposts and more smelting. You're from the US. Is it just work schedule that kind of kills it? Um, Abigail's already saying it. Like I need more mining, more smelting. That's the key thing. Otherwise, you just sit here waiting for things to trickle through. 5 p.m. right now? Oh, yeah, West Coast. The problem is, I'm just kind of doddering around actually doing it and not doing it. Um, most of the things. Yeah, I mean, it's not probably not helping that I'm sinking modules into mining like here. I should probably run it sans mining modules. West Coast 3. Oh, Chicago. Oh, right, because of daylight savings, it's slightly different. My bad. The hitbox isn't the same on these. Oh, well, doesn't matter. I mean, no modules, this thing will be fine. Yeah, I want to do on-patch smelting. I'll reinstate that and see how it goes. I'll probably end up using smelting blocks on the patch again. But either way. Probably request a few more things. Oh, also, I didn't fix these. Which is kind of important, isn't it? No? They're all Roboport 2s. Roboport 1s. Also known as Roboports. Dean. Dean's a really good idea. God damn it. A really good idea. Anything more in the chest floods? I mean, admittedly, with the bigger chests, I could do work around it. Honkety honk. There we go. Excelente. You miss it. Probably batteries. Yeah, batteries. Well, in turn, these ones will also be short on batteries because battery supply is pretty minuscule. I haven't touched that in a while. Yeah, this thing. Just do that, and then you just get all of the stongs. Is there an etiquette for the honk? Not really. Currently, no. Currently, it's just honk randomly. What everyone does. Hink is preferred for failures, but it's by no means exclusive. can see this draining the sulfuric acid pretty quick. Anyway. Yeah, I need to start bringing in the plate externally. Suppose I could just move the smelter down to that patch. See, throwing down the host there. Thank you very much for that. Sissy is off-sea now. Oh, I'm terrible. I'm going to hazard a guess that we are desperately short on red circuits. We are. Eh? See, that's a smelting problem. How about a change of tactic? Change the tactic. And add a smelting block to these patches. Then we'll start trading in the final plate. And we'll start removing the actual smelters. Super clean and nice. Sure. I'll take it. I'll take it. I wouldn't call it super clean and nice, but it's a thing. I mean, it's certainly tidier than what it was before. I mean, realistically, I need to stop stalling and actually do things. That's true. If you got a low bar, that's fine. Let's grab some of these furnaces, furnace-eye, plural of furnaces, furnace-eye, I guess. Ferni. Hooked up extra coal line to your steel smelter. The output in the whole base now is 50-50 mix. Oops. Oh dear. That's not great when that happens. I had a solid fuel accident on this one a little last time. I was stealing coal for grenades from the smelters, and then when I plugged in the solid fuel to replace to prioritize over the coal to decrease coal usage, suddenly the grenades were trying to be crafted with solid fuel. And yeah, productivity module 16%. I mean, I might go from a bit over 2 to a bit more over 2, but who cares? Now, the thing I need is just a general more fastering. Brains of plastic are trying to use solid fuel. Yep. I either need this to more faster out here. There's a lot there. It's not going to go anytime soon, unfortunately. I'm trying to be clever doing all this crap, and realistically, just do this. Like, super cheap, super basic, but super dirty, but gets the job done. So that's not it. Because I've got the bots to do it. 300. Do them in pairs. So then I can cram a substation in between. One is wrong. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, we'll just pick it up and move it slightly. There we go. It wouldn't hurt to extend it as well. Yeah. Actually, no, we won't do that many. Probably wouldn't have hurt to do the substations as well before pasting them down. Go. Can't take it, man. One of them's wrong, man. Go. I'll move the track down there as well. Perfect. Next thing I need is an outpost train to actually build this crap. Can I do the T3 stuff as well? Nothing's stopping me. Power armor 2. That's an upgrade planner. There it is. I mean, I can just have it tick away in the background. There it is. There. I'll keep it busy. I imagine none of these recipes are the same as well. No biters? No, no biters on this one. Just because of how ridiculous the production is going to be, I just don't want the distraction of biters. Biters suck? They do. Kind of. They're fine to a point. Night vision 2. Reactor 2. Shield. Admittedly, I don't need shields, but I'm doing it for the sake of it. Doing all of these for the sake of it. Roboport. Three. 4. There. Asus. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
To you too. Thank you very much for that. 7 months Prime. Show some love and hype. And snug and honk in chat. Asus with the 7-month Prime. Really appreciate that. Happy honk is happy. You know, honk. There it goes. Just a little delayed. Ooh, and some surprise subs too, surprise emotes too. Getting 2s. Thing from buffer. Ah, that's why. It's always the little things, isn't it? It's always the little things. I mean, if it isn't the recipe being wrong, it's my own incompetence. It's been a while since I've been watching. Did you finish the 8K map? What's the goal for this one? So the 8K map has reached a point where it needs to be torn down and rebuilt to actually advance to the next step. So what I thought I would do, while I centered myself in frame, is for this, is to do the same map again, only with Factorio Extended, and knowing what I know now, taking everything we learned from that map, and doing it with, Factorio Extended. And so that means that we're going to have a similar base to the 8K base, only because of the way it works out, it's going to be 36,000 signs a minute. Just because of the way the belts trickle out. Back, what did you miss? Some honks and some hinks. Some stuff and things and junk. Some stuff and junk. How did playing Factorio... How did it go? It was a laugh. Got to shoot Iker a lot. Got to drive him insane by making some pretty belt patterns. It was hilarious. And now you're going to be struggling on the battery department. Counter the fact that you need batteries. Yeah, sulfuric acid. That was to be expected. Zine learnt combat very surprisingly quickly. Did you sleep through last night? Yes. TV watching time? Right, it's time to do another run. Down here. Probably pump these up. Probably. Not going to, but I could probably do it. I need to figure out what the things like the circuit builds are going to look like. Here we go. Here we go. What other crap did I gain? Some of that, some of that. Some of that. Although I'll keep that. I like them. No, there wasn't anything on yesterday. Me no here yesterday. How many of these have we got? 31. Take those though. I'll definitely take those. You know what? There's going to be a special few. Where'd they go? Yeah. Whee! Look at them go. So fast. It's so powerful to have those running. Makes a huge difference. Like, because that's the limiting factor now with these slow bots. Could probably bring the resources closer, but yeah, effort. The only way to make them faster is to get the speed up with infinite tech. So yeah, I need to do the similar. The circuits this time. I'm not going to do the mixed trains. I think that's one of the first lessons learned is don't do mixed trains. I mean, it's a good idea conceptually. It's a good idea. In practice, it's a massive logistical headache. Still slept through it though. Your sleep cycle gets to sleep by waking, and 3 to sleep at 8. At this point, do you even have a sleep schedule? On grand strategy games like Crusader Kings 3? I like the idea of them, but I struggle with them because I'm not very good at grand strategy. As highlighted by Civilization, I can play it, I definitely do enjoy it, but I sure as hell don't get very far in it. Like it takes me like hours to get anywhere. Trouble is, I like doing the city building part. I like developing the nation. I usually end up with like a cultural science win. Culture wins technically are kind of the worst kind of victory. At least in Civ 5. It's fun when you flip towns because of culture influence. It's always hilarious. Those bots fly. Oh yeah, I was gonna double up on acid before running back down. Because this is never really gonna change. Substation. I feel another sneeze coming on. Oh, water. Of course you need water. Why wouldn't you need water? I can foresee water supply being a problem. Go. Yep, instantly. Which stupidity are we up to? We're trying to move out of the starter base now. Actually can't output fast enough. Well, you know what that means. Just throw faster things at it. There we go. Working, working. Attempted to play Stellaris for the first time last night, and definitely it's fun, but has a learning curve. My trouble is I'm too impatient for the learning curve now. These things. What are we at? We're at 484 a minute. We're sitting around 100, and where were we before that? 120. Yeah, we're sitting at 120 for the longest time. Ish. Less plays. I've tried that. I've found that there isn't a lot of really great Civilization Let's Plays these days. A lot of them are people where they're at such a high tier that you can't follow. They're doing fireworks in the snow and rain. Sure. Because that sounds... It sounds like the best time to do fireworks. Kinda blur. There's just so many layers in Civ 6, it's crazy. It's like Civ 5 was already a ton of layers to the point where it was pretty overwhelming, but it was borderline manageable. With Civ 6, there's just even more layers. And there's that whole environmental crap going on. Although I only have the base game, I don't have any DLC or such. Yeah, well they're working anyway. Yeah, DLCs just add more because there's even there's the one which adds natural disasters, which is stupid. And then there's as far as I've seen, there's all the DLCs just add more factions, and each one of them is more broken than the last. Alright, how much more of this we do? We're gonna have to do a few more trips. I suppose I could just drop it back to Civ 5. Stick with Civ 5 or something. Isn't Civ 4 considered the ultimate one? What's still missing? Inserters. Well, it depends on who you ask, I guess, too. Let's take a straight there. There. Gives it room to expand. He's getting dangerously full. I can get rid of the bots at least. Qualities, British Poetry, and Explanatory Grand Strategy. I have watched his. I actually haven't watched him in a while, but yeah, he's generally good. But at times it's still a little. So it's Python. Of all things, Python. Not that it's a bad thing. It's just funny. Still can get a little high level. There. It's the rationale why. The thing that I want to know is why people do certain choices. That's what kind of drives me insane, is that they tend not to explain that kind of thing. Those wires aren't connected to. 5 is better to do. Hex red for combat, improved element. That was. It did feel pretty good, the hex grid. Because I did play a lot of Civ 5 years ago. I should look up some people streaming it, realistically. That would make the most sense. 1, 2. I think there are a few people streaming it out there that should be good. And you just go look them up. I could also just stream it and see what happens. The trouble is I don't want to dive in and have the sweaty crew show up. You know, the real sweaty, I want to say nerd type, but you know the type anyway. The ones that, the really irritable ones that just say, oh, you should be doing this, and that, why aren't you doing this and that? You need to do A, B, da 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 da. Won't explain why, it just says you need to do A, B, C, D, X, Q, Y, Z. Playing yourself, watching others, and wiki reading. Similar. That's actually a similar thing again. So, looking it up in wikis, they're very broad. They just say, "Oh, you just want to do something like this, and then something like this," and just very broad spectrum. Yeah, the Civ snobs. It's or the sweaty crew, I believe. Zine puts it. Keeps our stream viewers well to this day. I think Enterax, something like that is his name. He does it a lot. 2D Kiri plays Civ 6 as well. Trouble is, all of them stream overnight for me, so I can't get into them. I can't get into their channels because they're not there. Let's have a look, actually. Sully Gnome say. It says loading. Still loading. I think it's broken. No, nothing. Oh, I'll take your word for it. I mean, I can't do any worse. I'm already playing in dead categories as it is, generally. Witcher 2, it's like I'm the only one there. Witcher 3, I'm the only one there. What else have we been doing? Ion Fury, I'm the only one there. Like the last 4 months, it's basically been exclusively me in those categories. So it's not like I'm doing myself any harm at this point. Call all the annoying, smarter than you people. Topic snob. Like a wine snob that can't even consistently pick out the same bottle. It's so true, isn't it? Really over again? Better than 2. In all honesty, I don't have a huge amount of motivation to go back to 2 at this point. I'm like, the story's okay, but the gameplay is just so awful. I just can't bring myself to go back to it. It's just not great. 4x grand strategy. Wasn't there a game called 4x? You gotta love. This is like the ultimate procrastination. Fiddling with mining drills. It is literally procrastination. Like I got a new outpost to build to replace this, but instead of replacing it, I'm just fiddling around with this instead. It is mid-game procrastination. But it's also telling of what the situation is like. I can't even highlight it. There it goes. Barely highlighted. Now, one thing I was thinking about with Aurora 4X, that's it. The thing I was thinking about when I was getting coffee was I was thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's 12 of those. Which is 12 by 30, which is 360 items a second. If you divide by that by 75, that means 12 belts is only 5 purple belts. So if I ran purple belts over from this patch, I could shuffle it in to the smelters. But really, oh, it's actually too close to... Yeah, it's actually too close to even do that. So I might connect this patch directly using 5 belts or thereabouts. I might actually only use 4. And then have trains supplement the rest. Supplement the rest of the plates. Now what was that other thing? Something here is very awful. That's why I said I want to see play Witcher 3 again. Chemist put a bottle of wine through a blender for gas exchange. Before telling them it was rated 9, and after them was telling rated 2. The same wine. Had to fix last year's fires. He would build random road. Shelter fire was outside road 8 spots. Yes. Actual fires still be going on. Sounds about right. Uh-oh. I see a problem. How did that even happen? Actually, that did happen last year. It was called the New South Wales Premier. Too busy finger pointing instead of actually doing anything. Please don't have Factorio VTuber. Not yet. In time. In time, I imagine that would become a thing. I mean, there is a little bit of salt flying because she's kind of blaming Victoria for their outbreak, even though it is their own fault. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kind of their own doing, but who knows? Or should I go straight to 16? Think I'll ever do Witcher 3 again? I don't know. I did have fun with it. Yeah, because apparently there was like some Victorians that went up to... So the context is that some Victorians went up to Sydney and spread the virus because they somehow got coronavirus in Victoria, even though we were at 70, 80 days, something like that, completely COVID free. Somehow it managed to appear out of nowhere and spread to Sydney. So yeah, not a lot of love for the New South Walesers currently. Witcher 3 is a fun game. It is a fun game. No one watches it though. I'm kind of tired of streaming to like 3 people. Well, I say 3. It's actually more than 3. It's more than 3 and less than 20 people these days. You say these days, it's people never change. It's exactly the same as it always has been. Raged after the barn where he had to free the guy from the fire. 3 active viewers. There's probably a better way to put 3 active viewers. I'd rather have. See, I like it now because there's at least 8 active people, 10 active people. I can actually check the stats. There's normally for the last few streams, there's normally been about 30 active people, I think. Check, as I say. Last time. It says 76 unique chatters, but not at the same time. I need the this thing, and not only a stat. You're also a name. The trouble is that there's just not enough stats. This is the problem with Twitch, is they just do not give you any stats. Mission clicks, notification engagements. I don't care. I want to know how many concurrent chatters there were at any one time. We had 20 on the this. I'm getting distracted now. So on the 8th of December, we had 23 seconds an hour of ad breaks. I think. Yeah, we're still under. Okay. This is a complete distraction, but we're still under the target for ads. Trying to fall asleep while watching. That is actually true of most people here. Someone paging the lurkers? Not strictly. And all the lurkers like, hello. No, it's the weekday ones that are the problem, where the view count's between 8 and 20. 20 on a good day. Things like Witcher 3. Problem is that the view count like now is 130. It's been consistently over 100 with Factorio, but if I change it to anything other than Factorio, it's just gone. Just nothing. Drops down by like 2/3. Which is problematic. Senor Fluffy Butt, eh? No, logistic. You know there are a lot of logistic problems with a fluffy butt. I'll leave you to work out the details on that one yourself. $170s with Witcher 3? Oh yeah, after Zine raided. I mean, when Zine drops 400 people on you, I was happy that actually so many people hung around. Or at least that's what it seemed like. Zine? Someone raided because I don't get 170 with Witcher 3 naturally. If you could find it, I could check. It might have been Widgie. Miss Allington. Yeah, if I could find it, I could look it up. Tell me if anyone raided. I know Zine raided me at least once. They're still complaining for stuff. 'Cause why? Ah, that's why. More circuit time. Alright. Now I'm just sort of shuffling backwards and forwards, not really feel like I'm gonna accomplish much. Because out of all the Factorio streams, you have the best voice and personality to listen to. I do appreciate that. And I also, like, for Factorio, I made a choice after a while to, at least at the time, this was like 2018, I decided to make it a much more chill experience instead of being high-strung. So instead of doing the whole, you got to do it this way, you got to do this way, you got to do one of these smelters, you got to do this circuit build. That's why I don't do fix my base type things, because who cares? Just have fun the way you want to have fun. I could become one of those screaming people. Admittedly, the high energy screaming people are the ones that get all the views. You actually missed out on the early streams. You missed out on the early streams. They were ASMR streams. I used to get that all the time. For anyone who was around would remember it. It was, ooh, Factorio ASMR. Every time someone new came in. Factorio ASMR. There was a strong temptation to make this 16 long, but, oh well. Might be a little bit much for now. It's a tree. Was a tree. Alright, we're here. Plate. Say 900. Seems like a totally reasonable number. There we go. How you doing? The other one. You. There. I think high energy with the Factorio. It is the wrong audience. The high energy screaming people get more views on things like Minecraft. Because that demographic likes high energy people who scream a lot. You pick that up, please? One of them, at least. There we go. Got it. Manual first? Nah. We'll just ram the thing until it moves out the way. The two wagons at this stage of the game. Miners, do you think we'll actually be able to keep up with the current smelting? I have no idea. I don't count miners. Because it doesn't really get you anywhere. Don't get your name wrong. Give her some heck for it. What do they say? I'm kind of curious. It's definitely not for the purposes... I'm definitely not asking for my own purposes of deliberately getting it wrong. And I'm definitely just curious to see how they get it wrong. I think I got away with that lie. Argon. Argon's a good one. Agron. It's actually, that sounds like dyslexia. Agri-argon? Yeah, mining ratios are really only... Ratios are useful for the megabase, and like ratios are and aren't useful, and mining ratios are one of the ones that I don't particularly care about. I find they don't get you anywhere. There. Didn't actually need that one. Not fully full beacons, but this whole thing's kind of like the first iteration. Everyone's kind of including but not including the underscore. Yeah, I struggle as well. Yeah, I had a feeling it was a goose. Senor Goosey Goosington, Esquire. Yes, that. I actually sent her the clip for Hink. I have a feeling she didn't quite get it. Which is kind of hilarious in a way. I don't think she got the joke. Tempted to just use random 10-digit number as a username to troll streamers. There's already plenty of those. Yeah, the overall plan... Well, I'm just going to take the majority of this down. My plan is to start these smelting outposts and then start working on external circuits. Let's automatically load the train in a balanced manner. Nope. The hope is to throw enough volume at it that they incidentally happen to load it in a manner that I pretty much want. That's the dream, at least. Damn it. Happens every time. See, appear to have missed a few miners with the power pole here. Bots unbalance everything? They do. They're jerks. Bots are jerks when it comes to that. Because I'm going to need them, I might as well fix the roboports here. Yay. I haven't lost any bots? No, good. I didn't do the bottom because I didn't want to break the network. Ah, there we are. Two of them are free. Filling up. Spares given, 1/4 distribution. Get the closest chest. As I say, my solution is to... My solution is just to throw enough of a big enough volume at the problem that the problem goes away. You know what that means. I'm gonna have to somehow cram more reactors in. Only go well. Surely can only go well. What the other day, instead of loading the train out of chests, load from stationary cargo wagon, it would auto balance the chests. Large buffer. I actually did have these modular chests for that idea. 13, 20, 27, 855. I think I need to change the mod though. That one's kind of crappy. Suppose at some point I'm going to need to unload these these copper. I could also send this copper down below. There's a thought. Instead of trying to load it into these furnaces, go the other way around. Might do that. Yeah, let's do that. I think that merging chests was my original choice, then I decided not to for some reason. Or were these merging chests? I don't remember. Yeah, these were modular chests, not merging chests. Doesn't actually matter if I pick up the ore. Where'd that go? Oh, that's actually powering. Oh no, it doesn't matter. Because we got our own supply now. So that can go. Yeah. Like I'm copying down the report as well. Fine. Am I putting down Mark II miners? Mark IIIs. Mark IIs. God dang it. Supposed to be Mark IIIs. Could need to use longhand since the track's 2x2. Yeah, you would. As well with the train thing. We were using trains as wagons. Trains as chests. It's kind of yeah, it wouldn't actually. I don't think it would actually balance. It's completely dead, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Nailed. Like kitties with 100 biddies. Didn't get me the first. Didn't get me a response with a boop the first time, so you booped even harder. Now you got a real booping. Yeah. Vomits the bots. I could actually tell I was out of power because suddenly I was walking slow. But yeah, the base is going to be a little sad right now. On account of the fact that it doesn't have any copper. The minor detail. But if I can get rid of all the copper smelters, that's a good thing. suppose we can actually start designing some builds at some point. That would be nice. Okay. Okay, might be for something else, and I don't remember what. Oh, I know. Uh, and now with 110 biddies. Have the rest. Thank you for the rest of the bits. I appreciate that. Resting red belt? Yeah, I'm still using red belt, technically. I forgot what I was replacing now. You distracted me. Right, you... battery, go away. Battery 2, go away. Battery 3, come in. Gotta find all this crap. There's our shoes. Skeleton. That and that. Shield. Sure. It's just annoying me now. Roboport Mark 2. Roboport Mark 3. Cool. Slide this over one. Yeah. I don't think those are even being made. Roboport Mark 3. That Mark 3. Them. That. So I haven't seen any fusion reactors. We've seen batteries. Roboport. So night vision, reactors, and the armor itself. Oh, you need control units. Control units. Yeah, that's not making night vision. Make night vision then, which will probably also need control units, I imagine. Problem is that this thing's calling for those. Only make one lot of armor. We can dirty bot RCU? I think so. Oh, that's easy to make. Processing unit, night vision, 20 titanium. That is very easy. Processing unit. Night vision. 20 titanium. I mean, yeah, you can make one lot, but at the same time, it's just convenient. Oops, wrong one. Night vision. Just 4 days in this save. I need a week to complete vanilla game science. I mean, I haven't completed the science as such, but it's as far as I want to go for now. Now, RCUs. Let's come down. Let's do it up here. Thinking of it, I think the nuclear weapons one's still wrong too. Uh, 2. Like that. I'll do it like that. So yeah, one of them. I always forget. So it's 30 to 15. It's 1 to 2. Request. That would help. It's Control Z, not Control X. Go. What is it? Processing unit. Not that many. Let's be modest with 10. 20 and 20. F, whatever. Just max it out. That'll be plenty. May even be a struggle for it to actually run. I could also rely on the ME's module ones too. There's an argument that I have been too slow as is. This playthrough. Alright, no copper. Remember that whole no copper thing I had going on? That lack of copper poisoning that the base has? Yeah. It's a complimentary feed of blue soikets. Don't get any more. Oh, yeah, you get that. And then I need to actually fix the mining so that it's working. Probably don't need as much red belt anymore. Yep, you're full. Perfect. Right, let's go visit that again. Actually, wait. You made night vision yet? No. Can you make night vision for me? Excited for night vision. Need one. One. I think we can manage one. There. The reason I want the night vision is this night vision gives daylight. Nighttime. Right now, while there's crafting, I'll go down. And then we'll plug the train in. Then everything will have copper again. I gotta ram it through somewhere. While I'm at it. Apparently... doing this with red belt. Apparently. Belt's fine. Go, alright. Provider. Bunch. It'll probably never use that many, but I will. Doesn't matter. legitimately doesn't matter. You maxed out on bot requests yet? Sort of. I'm waiting for the thing to recharge. So yeah, that thing's barely even full. It's too bad you don't get the night vision at night with the map view. Like, on the struggle bus, that's what it looks like. I think that's more than enough for now. Alright, coming back to base. No power. Let's lay it here. It's kind of funny how short of a distance it is. Kind of funny. You don't even get symbols, that's how much I don't like you. It's this thing. But it's really just the beginning of a much bigger expansion. Doesn't matter. That it's that it is the way it is. There, then there. Should really be there. It's kind of pointless in a way because it need to be 2-lane eventually anyway. Right, so we'll go there, like this. Might move it to the bottom though. And I'll probably also end up going both ways. You know what that is? What that is? One of these. Literally that. There you go, it's already on its second iteration. Just not 100% sure what the length of the track will need to be. I kind of need the train to appear to tell me. I also need my equipment fix mod at this rate. Then I can cheat and give myself lots of power. I think that's enough length. Think. Quick and dirty rocket fuel build wouldn't go astray as well. Be a bad idea. Yeah, Sith on your team. Have unlimited power. I should change the mod name to that. 2, 4, 6, 8. Change it to the unlimited power mod, because that's basically all it does now. Deal do. I never remember putting them in the network. They're probably not actually being pushed into the network. It's just stuff that's accumulated. Oh yeah, nuclear fueled as well, because I can do that. Solid fuel's good enough for now. I kind of skip over rocket fuel these days. I should build that radar down there too. Get rid of that, get rid of all that. Yeah, that should be slight relief. Skip solid and rocket fuel. There we go, it's on the way. Process fuel from AA Industry is pretty good. That's got the fuel refinery, doesn't it? Because that would do it. Yep. Bad train. It's like it was meant to be, though. Good thing it's running on wood at the minute. Otherwise, they'd been in trouble. Six. This is where these things come in. Actually, before we get carried away on that, how about we change the mod? That way I don't have to deal with those stupid things. Wood turns into a denser fuel. I think that was the way to go. Get rid of that stupid mod. Modular chests. In fact, go as far as to delete it. What was it called? Thing. Merging chest. That's it. Ow! Look at that trend. Sure. Yeah, this is. Yeah, I think this is the one I was looking for. That looks right. I should have asked if Ivorius was here. Last time Ivorius was here, I should have asked him. Because he would have been able to say. Because I think he used the same one. Could use the exterminator sending supporters to space tanks. It's a sneaky one, that. The switcheroo used tanks, but tanks kept the inserters all active constantly, so they switched the tanks for 2x2 chests or 2x3 chests, which with the shape of tanks. So funny. No, I don't think anyone noticed. That's what we use on clowns maps. Okay. actually know Clown used them. I thought he used the Angel's Warehouse, which was my first thought, and then I realised that I didn't really want an unloader, which is 3x3, 5x5, what have you. I didn't want to waste that much space. How close am I to rocket launch? Not very. I mean, technically not. Technically, I can launch any time. In practice, not really, because I'm not making the stuff to do it. Okay, switch to merging chests. I don't get to see Clown much these days. Because of all the daytime work, I don't get to drop in and see what he's up to. Are we finished checking sprites yet? I feel like we've been here for a while. I don't get to see anyone really these days. Which is not good. Right, continue. Load. Get rid of that. Now where are they? Probably research, isn't it? Or is it just integrated, like you just merge them and it merges them? Like, I don't need to do anything. Yes, hello. Like that. No? A blueprint. Ah, I see. That thing right there. There it is. You can't strictly blueprint them. Oh no. Just took one chest and built it. Don't mind. Oh, yeah, then it just builds them as steel chests. Okay. I think there's technically... It's technically cheesing... Oh, I actually need enough chest. It does actually check. So, I mean, technically it's cheesing it, but it doesn't... It legitimately doesn't matter. Alright, that's the first stage. The next step is we need mini loaders. That's a filter mini loader. I was like, why aren't I getting mini loaders? Now I know why. There we go. Why aren't I getting mini loaders? Because I'm requesting the wrong one. Bad for UPS. They're better than they used to be. They're not great because they are internally just inserters. But it's not as bad as they used to be. And I need them specifically for what I want to do. We'll get rid of that one. I might turn my bots off for this. Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Should be a ton. Should I balance this? Yeah, I'd better. I suppose technically I don't need to. Because this is the true evil. This is when it gets truly evil. It's doing that. Oh, you can't merge a merge chest. Oh. Oh, hi train. Because you can merge it as one big thing and then have all 8 directly pull out. I know I didn't do it to start with. I guess on principle I won't. On principle. Colonel Will coming to the raiding party. How you doing, everyone? Welcome. Let's just move away from that very quickly. Didn't see nothing. Didn't see none, no nothings. Didn't see nothings. Doing it all wrong? Sure. Yes. Those O's not work on trains? They do work on trains, but you still need the chest as a bit of an intermediary. Yeah, I might be doing it all wrong. Might be. Hello, Swarm of Bots. Welcome in, everyone. How was Farming Sim? How are you enjoying that? I know I do actually have Farming Sim. Merge them. There's a limit how long it can be. Okay. Yeah, you can. That is true. You can do it that way. I think the inserters can still do it faster. Pretty sure. In this particular case. How's everyone doing? Ready to get this game? The demo is not cutting it. This is insane. Yep. That's pretty much how it goes. Pretty much how it goes. The demo, you get the demo, and then you want more, and then your life is forfeit forever. Farming Sim is okay. Got dropped from the game. Unable to reconnect. Just decided that you must go to bed. Apparently everyone plays Farming Sim. Yeah, so this Megabase project that I'm working on right now, for those just coming in, is I'm doing another variation on my 8K base, where I'm doing it with Factorio Extended. It's giving me higher tier machines just to see how silly I can go with science. It's good multiplayer. Solo. Oh yeah, solo is pretty boring pretty fast. It would be. We're just in the late starter base stage right now. Getting ready to start working on Megabase builds. Yeah, I wanted to see how silly I could go. Just piquing my own curiosity. Because in theory, this base can get to 36,000 science a minute. Or in theory, the same builds in the previous base, this using Factorio Extended can get to 36,000 science a minute. I'm kind of just curious to see what happens. Oh, that's more of that. So that can go. Yeah. Unless it's a single player game. Then it's sort of same. Oh. Play out. I might have a problem. And it's not a Factorio problem. Belt supply problem. Well, at the very least, we'll get these flowing again. Worse than having a flow problem, eh? Right, how does that look? That should get some circuits flowing again. Yeah, Farming Sim, it seems like it's really intended to be a multiplayer game. Excellent, that's going nicely by the looks of it. Getting all the belts filled up. Yeah, look at it go. You... Bit of the old copper. Tempted by a fair attention span's not fantastic. Yeah, you might struggle at that. It's just not great for child's attention span. That's... We're having a dedicated build that comes into play. Because you have a dedicated build, you know exactly what you want out of it, out of the build, the starter base. Looks for hours, but anything, the 10 likes, it's like sounds about right, isn't it? Sounds pretty typical. By definition, not cool. Steel. It's gonna take some getting used to. 136. Yeah, that one. See, yeah, that's starting to deplete now. I need to deal with iron next. At least that's all moving again, even if it isn't perfect. Best way to fix that is just to throw underground belts at the problem. Got lots of underground belts. Might as well make use of them. Helps if they're the right way round, and also actually reaching. I think, going by the discussion before about the red belts, I think they've reached the end of their usefulness. This is tempting to expand it, but at the same time, it's kind of also kind of reached the end of its limit as to what its usefulness. Alright, so we have night vision. We have a power armor 3, one of them, couple of them, couple of them, couple of them. Potentially going to end badly. Go. That. Hold on to that. For some reason she gets... Just lose it after 15 minutes? Neo. Look at that, just so much space. So much space for activities. Is that night vision 2? Yeah, night vision 2. Batteries. How can we fix it? More purple belt. Yes. That's how you fix all problems. Kinda done the shields and I don't really need to. Oh, I'm missing leggies. because I am not requesting them. Like a dingus. What do they need? Probably just need circuits. I could probably go through, yeah, circuits. Could probably pick through and find some. It's good old-fashioned Skyrim. Pesky Christmas break, making all your friends disappear. I cannot see them right now. I thought I had some. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong hole, that's why. There. No wonder I couldn't see them. Boop, boop. I'll end up with 4 of these total. And you, and you. Doesn't come around to play CNC Remastered anymore. Been a while, hasn't it? Oh. Oh, it's increasing that. That's why it's making the scroll bar bigger. Now I gets it. All of it fast. Much better. Alright, now we need to come down here. Clean up this. Yeah, you gotta get you gotta get your current place sorted out. It's kind of a priority, isn't it? Maybe it does actually need a little bit more. Just to make sure the belt empties. One loader? That is true, one loader would do it. One loader would do it. You can tell loaders are not really part of my mindset. They're not really on my mind. Oh, yeah, I never fixed power, did I? I built the thing, but I never connected it. I think what I'll do next is actually work on I'm thinking of stuff and junk. You know, things that do the stuff. Those things. The final circuit builds. And then we can start scaling up. Update the book commands. Exclamation mark edit com, and then the space the command, and then everything that you want to put into it. It's just done with inserters. I did actually do it in a few places. Like here, I actually did it. Oh, there's some stone. Yeah, like these things. I did it with loaders. But it's just something that I don't consciously think of. Can it be done in Discord? It can, yeah. It will accept it in Discord. It's partly why it's there. Then you can do it more fuddly. Okay. Yeah, you have more of the prod mods. I think commands edit is for Anchbot. Nightbot is... Actually, I think you might be right, actually. I think exclamation mark edit com is an alias. Yeah, it's more or less how it goes with Nightbot. It's more of that. It's the command you want, and then the thing, and then the response. The Nightbot command, the thing you want to edit, and then the contents. What was I doing? Oh, right, landfill was what I was after. I want to straighten that coast to get more pipes on. I say straighten, I want to make it strategically lumpy. It's a technical term. Strategically lumpy. Start there. Where are they? I'm blind, I can't see it. There it is. Totally blind. It's not going to help the power situation too, is it? Think. Turn them into land pumps. That also works. They are. I keep looking up top because that's where the pipe exists, but they're not down up there. Two, three, four. There. My power's back. Where is it? Yeah, blurb. Let's do some more cleaning here. That's landfill. Right about there. That stupid thing. Poor bots. I called their home a stupid thing. Yes, updates per second, yes. You did a thing. Hooray! Worst part is that I'm not even done with this yet. This is only fixing the first one. So I haven't actually got the second one up and running yet. Uh, and 8. Somewhere out there. There. Computer is faster than the server, and the server is less than 60. Will the EPS counter on your machine show 60? Yeah, so if you're waiting for the server, then you'll see 60, but the game will be feeling slow. And the reason is because this counter isn't showing the game UPS, it's showing your own game's UPS. What you will see is there is the multiplayer wait icon somewhere. There's a little icon here, and then if you see that flashing a lot, it means you're waiting for the server, and that's how you tell something's up that way. Yeah, because your UPS is because your game's running at 6060 and the server isn't, it doesn't show on the counter. As far as your game's concerned, everything's fine. It's led to a few interesting discussions in the past, where people are like, no, it's fine, it's running at 60, and you can quite clearly see the game is running super slow, like everything's in super slow motion. But no, it's fine. It says 60/60. It's all good. The way to demonstrate it, as it turns out, is to do /time, wait a minute of real time, then do /time again, and if the game time advances slower, then you know it's not running at 60. Which, admittedly, in itself is still a very abstract concept. Oh, that actually serves no purpose right there. It's got to go around there. What does that also show how much lag there is in terms of ticks? Yeah. And ticks are game ticks, not milliseconds of ping, which is also kind of misleading. So one tick is 1/60th of a second. So 300 ticks is 300 by 1/60th. That gives you actual latency. It's 24-hour time. Well, I need to change this side. Like that. Yeah, you don't get daylight savings like I do. You Queenslanders and your fading curtains and such. It's actually a smart thing to do. Not to, although you don't really have differences in sunlight. Yes, the difference in sunlight is pretty extreme. Don't start. I remember hearing years ago, I don't know how true it is. I remember the story years ago was that Queensland doesn't use daylight savings time because because there were people that were complaining that like their curtains would fade um, faster because they're getting an hour of more sunlight than it would normally get without daylight savings time. I don't remember where I heard that one. Weird reason, but carry on. Yeah, it was like this little old lady who was freaking out, like absolutely losing it because her curtains would fade because they were faster and wear out faster. Um, because an hour extra daylight. I keep coming down here to put the radar down, and I keep not doing it. You could almost say, like, the other states are calling Queenslanders stupid, but I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't dare say such a thing. Alright. I don't think I need to trim that. I'll just leave it die its own natural death. Like iron here. Just dying it slowly. That's just so much cleaner here now. Without all that nonsense. And I get to reclaim the purple belt, which is an added bonus. Nice red science smelter setup. Sure. The pause, and I think now's a good time because yeah, we're in late starter base stage. Like this can supply the starter base for a lot longer. I can even feed more whatever else into the leftover smelters. Just get more iron going. In saying that, I might need to bring some iron across. Expect to have at least 16 red belts of iron to make cogs for science. Sure. I mean that's not what everyone does. Say 5 belts I think it was. 2, 3. There. Two, 5, 6. Oops. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. To there. Then back down again. There. Because I'm a terrible person and build splitter pyramids. Even though they are kind of useful these days. It's funny that I'm close enough to the base to actually get the bots to deliver stuff. Talking about 5 belts? Yeah, I think it was 5 belts. I don't really want any more than 5. Apart from any other reason. X-rated balancer setup. It's not safe, this one. Safe for work. We'll let that drain. Terra base came after Gig base, then Mojo base? Yes, that's it, exactly. Yeah, I'll get this started. the very least. Then, alright, so I'm gonna mark that for decon as well. Then I'm gonna go take a quick break right now, and then we shall continue on in a few minutes' time.